In this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you this gypsy fortune teller look. It's a look that I consider quite easy because it's very messy. There's a third eye involved, blind contact lenses, and some rotten teeth. So let's get straight into it. I'm starting off with my MAC Deep Dark Next to Nothing foundation mixed in with my MAC White Face and Body foundation. I was going for a more ashy tone by mixing brown in with white instead of my own skin tone, but it didn't work out this way, so I just went back in with a deeper shade. Next, I'm going in with my medium concealer palette by MAC, and I'm just running a little bit of this through my eyebrows just to lighten them up. Next, with my Inglot gel eyeliner, I'm starting to do a very messy black smoky eye. I'm circling the whole entire eye in my gel liner and I'm blending it out very, very messily indeed. So this is a very haphazard job, which is why I'm saying that this look is quite easy to achieve. So you don't have to be neat or anything, you're free to make it as ugly or as lived in or slept on or cried away as you like. Just a little bit more blending and spreading around the eye, and I'm going in with a little bit of glitter. But before I do, I have to put a little bit of glue down, so that is my glitter glue by NYX, which is very reliable. I'm just applying this on the top and bottom eyelid alike. I decided to use two different types of glitter. One is holographic and I'm keeping it on the top eyelid, and the other one's a little bit more red and I'm keeping it mainly on the bottom. Of course, you're free to use whatever color glitter you like, but I'm not only going in with this, but also loose pigment. That is my Golden Olive Pigment by MAC. There are many dupes out there in case you can't find it anymore. Mainly patting this down on the inner corner, and I'm also dipping into my Rustic Antique palette by NYX, just in the matte burgundy, just to do a little bit more shading on the front part of the crease. So I just want to deepen this up slightly. And then I'm going in with two lip liners. So one is gold and the other one is burgundy. I'm keeping the burgundy right on the outline of the lips and I'm just filling them in with the gold. I'm trying to make them as small as possible, so I'm not really outlining them like I usually would. I'm not going for a beauty look, but of course if you want to keep it a little bit more neat and pretty, you can do so. What I'm doing is I'm blending out the edges, which makes it look even more dirty, and I'm also running a little bit of the same burgundy on the center of the lips just to make the top and bottom lip look a little bit smaller than normal. I'm also filling everything in with my gold pencil, and I'm ready to move on to the shading on the face with my MAC Charcoal Brown eyeshadow. This is a medium cool brown. I'm starting to accentuate all the age signs that are going to naturally appear on my face one day. Basically, I'm just trying to be as realistic as possible with my own aging process that I want to mimic on my face, which means I'm going to make my cheeks look even more drawn in and even more thinned out. And I'm doing this quite roughly initially, but I'm then moving on to a much darker brown, which is my Concrete eyeshadow by MAC, still a very cool tone. And I'm using a much smaller, thinner brush. Basically, I'm using a blending brush and an angled brush interchangeably, just to imitate even more lines and wrinkles, like smoker's lines, frown lines, crow's feet. I'm doing some weird contouring on the nose just so it looks a little bit more crooked and wide. Whatever space I've got on the forehead to throw a few wrinkles in there as well, you got it. Right underneath the eyes, I'm doing a few eye bags. I mean, the more you can throw in, the better. Needless to say, we can't just throw in shadow and depth in place of wrinkles and fine lines. We also need to highlight the bits that need to be hanging or sticking out. So I'm picking quite a light shade of concealer and I'm highlighting all the parts that are immediately adjacent to my lines and wrinkles. So I want to give the appearance of gravity on the face, and it doesn't really matter what moves you do as long as you can get yourself looking very tired, much older, quite menacing and mean looking, and creating messy smoky eyes and lips and wrinkles and highlights and contours is one way to do it. You don't even have to be very fancy with your tools. I'm mostly using two thin brushes and two blending ones. So if you've got that set of 4 brushes for your wrinkles and your highlights, you're pretty much covered. I'm also highlighting all the bits that are not very flattering for my face shape, which means if I can get a straight jawline to look zigzaggy and loose, then that's what I'm gonna go for. I also wanted to take the color away from my lashes, exactly like I did with my eyebrows. I always think that it's quite odd if you see a dark-haired person with very light eyelashes or eyebrows, so this is why I went for that. I'm also drawing on a beauty spot, or rather a spot, and it's time for the third eye. So this eye is a basic textbook eye. I'm sketching it out so it looks like a drawing and it looks kind of symbolic. I don't really want it to look like my eyes, which are underneath, so I'm not really going for realism here. So right after the outline, I'm shading with regular eyeshadows, filling in the whites of the eyes with my white Fascinating Eye Kohl by MAC. I'm deepening up the fake crease with a little more of that brown eyeshadow that I used all along for my shading, and I'm only going in to use my Kryolan Yellow AQUACOLOR for the inside of the eye, which is the pupil. So it's not a very challenging design. It's a very simple eye, like I said, and I opted for yellow, but you could of course go for green or blue or red or whatever color you wanted. And the makeup of the fake eye is also completely up to you. I went for a basic matte cream colored lid and I did my shading in matte brown. And I also added a little bit of black eyeliner and the lashes and everything. But of course you could do a colored smoky eye. You could draw even more attention to the fake eye on the forehead. So whatever you want to do is absolutely fine. Apart from the shading, I'm going to outline the whole thing all over again, because the more eyeshadow I put on, the more the gel liner is less visible. So after I do this, I'm going to add a little bit more highlighting as well. I've already done this in yellow using my Kryolan AQUACOLOR Plus, but I'm also going to be adding a little bit of a glimmer on the absolute darkest part of the pupil using a little bit of white eyeliner. As I've said in previous videos, I prefer using white liquid eyeliner for this instead of white paint because I think it's much more potent. And I'm briefly going back onto the body just to do the same thing as I did on the face. A little bit of shading just so it looks more haggard, slightly older, and much more tired. So again, that is a mixture of my browns, dark and medium. And I'm also highlighting the bits that are protruding from the skin and are supposed to be sticking out using my fingers. You don't need to be extra neat for this. Full costume is on, and I'm going to go in and add a little bit of tooth enamel in the color Nicotine. This is not the prettiest sight, nor does it taste delicious, but it does the job. Also, blind contact lenses are going in, and this is it for the final Gypsy Fortune Teller look. Do let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more Halloween videos. There's another one coming next week. If you recreate something along those lines, make sure to show me a picture on Instagram because I always love seeing your creations. Thank you once more so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!